Pas plus de son. On dirait. Désolé, j'ai repris le jeu. Donc, non, il y a du son. Je regarde parce que moi, l'impression d'entendre du muet. C'est pas un d'homme, puis le personnage qu'on contrôle, il va se mettre à parler. Parce que c'est fun de jouer avec les voix, mais là, tu sais, un jeu connu quand même, le poignet. Le poignet me rappelle qu'au moins, au début, j'entendais parler. Il n'était pas muet. C'est normal si vous voyez deux fois la diffusion blablabla, parce que en tout cas, la musique est correcte. Le changement est plante, en tout cas. Bon, il bouge un petit peu, mais il est là. J'ai l'impression que c'est plus pour l'argent, mais les créateurs d'Elex, le reste, bon, il y a du son.
I better get out of here before these things make short work of me.
Les messieurs, puis il va être plus là.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Ceux qui savent sur ma chaîne, ps4, moi je joue à un jeu buggé, c'est pas trop ma donne. J'ai regardé quand même les deux premières vidéos parce que la première était buggée à cause du son.
Ugh, even more of those beasts, of course. I should probably try to sneak by them.
Un tuyau ben banal. J'ai pas mon jetpack. Le monde, il dit c'est préférable jouer avec un son que pas jouer de pas de son.
Take it slowly. You haven't recovered from that bite yet. It'll be a while before you get all your strength back. So perhaps you should put off anything too demanding for a few days.
Who are you?
You can call me Adam. Just think of me as a friend who was in the right place at the right time. That's all you need to know.
Ugh, what happened?
You should know. You were there. The invaders arrived, started taking over the world, transforming it.
Transforming? Terraforming, right? It's an alien species?
A most hostile, most dangerous species.
So they're not just in Caracas.
Their formers have appeared in every region, threatening life everywhere. It's not clear what they want yet. All they're doing for now is spreading infection, killing and destroying. Not a promising start.
Something's not right. I feel weak.
Yes, you were bitten by one of those creatures. Looks like it infected you. Some kind of disease.
What? A disease?
I'm still not sure how it works, but it's clearly all part of the invaders' plan. At the rate they're transforming things, it won't be long before the whole of Magalan is overrun with their plants and animals.
Oh, great.
You were lucky. It could have been a lot worse. If I were you, I'd stay out of their way and not tempt fate. All other instances of direct contact so far have proved fatal.
Where's my stuff?
If you're talking about the belongings you had in that hut, you can forget about them. All I could save is what you have on you.
How long have I been out?
A few days. You're still badly hurt. I did what I could with your wounds.
Au moins j'attends sur les deux bords. Là, moi je pensais que ça venait de mon feu.
Dex!
Et soit débranché en haut, non? Ça, j'ai écouté les jeux, je l'ai repris. Je suis bien content au moins que ça m'a rendu sur la dictature. Pardon, mauvais mot, c'est pas tout ça que je voulais dire. C'est le dictature. Pas de dictature, je sais pas pourquoi ça a sorti ce mot-là.
Come on, I'll race you there.
Be careful. Dex!
Ah!
Hey! Damn it! My son's out there somewhere. I have to find him.
Then I'd say you'd better do that before anything else.
Why are you helping me?
These invaders are a threat to us all, and yet no one even seems to have noticed they're here. Everyone's so busy fighting each other, they can't see who the real enemy is. That's where you come in. You might be an outsider to them right now, Jax, but you're strong, smart, capable.
You know who I am?
Ah, c'est ça, Jax.
I know you did your best to disappear, but not everyone's forgotten you. I need your help to save Magalan, to lead a resistance group. I call it the Sixth Power, a faction separate from all the others, focused on stopping this invasion. I'll show it to you. Meet me in the bastion north of here.
No way. I tried to warn people years ago. No one listened. Now we've got the total annihilation of the planet staring us in the face, and still, all anyone cares about is their own stupid shit. I'm done caring about it. I have my own problems.
All right. Then deal with your own problems first. We can talk again later.
The World Heart to the north. Is it still there?
As far as I know, yes. The Berserkers are watching over it. Why do you ask?
My son's with them.
Then you should go, while things are still quiet around here. It won't stay that way for long. You know where to find me. You know, you'd get around a lot faster with a jetpack. I have one left. Take it. Like I said, go to the Bastion when you're ready. We have a lot of work to do. I'll be waiting there.
Moi, les graphiques, ça fait passer gros en Fallout 4. Malgré un petit peu mieux travaillé, pardon.
Damn it. I'm really not doing all that great. I don't trust the old man's judgment. I should look for a healer among the Berserkers.
Aïe. Oups. J'ai pris la potion pour aucune raison. Ça.
Jax, so glad you're alive. We feared the worst.
What happened here?
Caught us completely off guard. During the night watch, they blindsided us.
The strange intruders?
No. The Morcons. See here? They're fallen bloodhounds. The biggest group of them is already moving back up north.
Where's Dex? Where's my son?
His mother took him with her.
Kaya was here? With him?
Yes, and she followed the Morcons north. You know she'll never rest until she's defeated them all.
Can you heal me?
Of course. I can give you a few flasks. But we need the rest for our wounded. Ugh. You look like shit, Jax.
Ugh, I'm all right. Just got bitten by one of those damn creatures.
Shit. Better get that looked at.
Wow, I didn't think of that. Idiot. Those large purple formers. Ever see them before?
Oh, when the outsiders arrived, they spread out down south. We saw a lot of their creatures when we were out hunting. Couldn't always deal with them, though. Had this whole battle of the factions to deal with.
It's strange that the Morcons dared to go so far.
Yes, very strange indeed. They usually keep their destructive urges inside their grotto. Something must have roused them.
Probably those intruders and their bizarre creatures.
Maybe. But I believe they have other motives. They're religious fanatics who worship a violent god. Who can guess what motivates such people?
Why'd you stay here?
I am a warlord of the Berserkers. I have responsibilities. I can't just leave the world hard defenseless after an attack like this. Men trust in my leadership.
The World Heart is still intact?
Thank the stars. The Morcons were only out to kill Berserkers and take our horde of Elexit. The World Heart is unscathed. It continues to deliver mana to the Earth. Nature will soon flourish here in Caracas.
Do you have a healer who can look at my bite? The infection?
Most are dead, but Kaya survived. She's the best mage of all of us. Show her your injuries. When you meet Kaya, be patient with her. She's taken the losses over the last few days quite hard. She fought the Morcons to the very end. Tried to prevent the worst.
Ça sort d'où, ce petit bois de con?
I want to see Kaya.
Let him through.
Hi.
Finally, the mysterious stranger honors us with his presence.
Sorry, I got held up.
Oh, well, how can I complain when faced with such a valid reason?
All right, I get it. You're angry, but I've spent a few days out cold in some ruins.
Is that so? And how did that happen?
Maybe you haven't realized, but we have a new enemy.
Yeah, I noticed. As if I didn't have enough problems. As you can see, my hands are pretty much full.
No, something's wrong. I need your help.
You look exhausted. What happened?
One of those creatures, one of the invaders, it bit me. The old man says I'm infected, but he didn't know what with.
Well, I can probably mix you something once I'm back home in Tavar. But we're in the middle of a battle with the Morcons. So I'm afraid you'll just have to hang in there for the moment.
We need to talk about this new enemy. We're gonna have a lot to deal with.
I know. That's one reason I'm out here. Because of that and all the other threats to our lands. I always expected something like this, just not this soon. Could it be the aware that the hybrid spoke of?
It's more than that. I think he might have even called them here somehow. One of the last things the hybrid did was to fire a signal into the sky. It caused a strange celestial phenomenon no one's been able to explain.
That isn't a comforting thought. People need to prepare for what's coming. But damn it, I just don't have the time right now. I can't leave until I solve this situation with the Morcons.
I don't recognize you anymore. You're obsessed with the fight against the Morcons.
Did you see what they did at the World Heart? It was a massacre. They practically wiped out all our warriors. We have to strike back before they can reach the grotto. Once they disappear inside, we'll be dealing with more than just their bloodhounds. They'll unleash their destroyers, and who knows what else on us.
You're going to take our son on one of your expeditions?
He's better off staying with us right now. There have been far too many attacks on the fort lately. He's not safe there anymore.
Oh yeah, much safer out here.
I don't need a lecture from you. Mister, I like to disappear into my hut when things get difficult.
Actually, the hut is gone. Buried under one of those flying fortresses.
I'm happy to hear it. I never understood why you chose to hide in there instead of living with us.
I'd had enough of you if you really want to know.
Don't make me laugh. You felt wounded because the faction leaders wouldn't listen to your warnings of the potential dangers. And instead of accepting that failure and moving on, you curled up into a ball and wasted years of your life. You were a great man once, Jax. Think of all you did. Fighting your own people, storming the Ice Palace, defeating the hybrid.
Not everyone remembers it that way.
I was there, and that is exactly what happened. No matter what people remember, or choose to remember.
Well, those potential dangers, as you call them, are right in front of us now. We both saw this coming. Now it's up to us to fight for everyone's survival.
I know, just as it ever was. People are too preoccupied with their own lives to worry about the future of humanity. But that doesn't mean you should ignore your own life. If only you had been a real father to Dex, none of this would have happened. Do you think I should have left him on the battlefield at the World Heart then?
No, of course not.
Anyway, Asker will take good care of him. He would never leave him behind. Unlike you.
Where's Dex now?
He's nearby. Asker is teaching him a lesson in patience. You would think he would have learned that from us.
Oh, very funny.
What? Don't you think I know I could have done better too? That this wasteland is no place for him? If you have any better suggestions, let me know. But don't look at me like that. Don't you dare judge me.
Dex needs to be somewhere safe.
Really? Then why don't you do something about it? It's about time you took care of your own son. I just hope you know what you're doing.
I've been speaking to this old man, Adam. He's been treating my wounds. He said the Bastion in the north should expand, become a major power. Sounds like that would be a safe place.
What are you talking about? Adam? An old man? For goodness sakes, Jax, what have they done to you? Are your senses so impaired that you can't see what's in front of you?
What's that supposed to mean?
There is only one old man in the Bastion who fits your description. And that is Dawkins. Dr. Adam Charles Dawkins.
I was talking to Dawkins? I don't believe it.
How badly did they hurt you, Jax, for you not to recognize him? This is the man who set the Albs against the Free People, who plunged Magellan into years of war, all for the hybrid. The miserable bastard who, let's not forget, was inside a mechanical pod until recently. Of course, he's but a shadow of what he was.
It almost sounds like you would have forgiven all his crimes against humanity.
The killing machine from back then has been destroyed. The shattered husk that survived barely has the strength to tell you what he knows. Dawkins is just an old man now. Without his machine, I don't think he's anything to worry about, to be honest.
Ugh. That explains a few things. I should pay him another visit.
Yeah, why don't you do that? After all, he only stole a whole year of your life.
I'll take care of your Morcon problem.
And how are you gonna do that? You're sick.
I'm going to need your help against these invaders. It's pointless for you to waste your energy on trivial skirmishes. A couple of Morcon bloodhounds won't be able to stop me.
Very well. I'll gather my men and prepare for a retreat. But be careful. Those animals will do anything to get their hands on Alexit. Look after Dex, do you hear me? I'll kill you if anything happens to him.
Ugh. My head. Looks like I still have a long, painful road ahead.
Idol is giving a concert. Yes, you heard me right. Billy Idol is in Caracas.
Mauvais bouton au début.
Live from the amphitheater.
quelque chose ici. Oh non, il y a rien.
Is it true the Morcons are bad people, Father?
Where did you hear that?
Mother says they invaded our camp at the World Heart and killed lots of us. It was really horrible. Why are the Morcons doing this?
It's hard to explain.
I don't get it. Only bad people would do something like that, wouldn't they?
The Morcons are led by their own religion. They believe in darkness and self-destruction.
But that doesn't mean they can just kill people like that.
No, of course not. It was a small group. I'm sure not all Morcons are like that.
You mean those weren't real Morcons?
They were, but I think they attacked the World Heart because they were bad people, not because they were Morcons.
You're right, Father. It's hard to explain.
What are you up to?
Mother says I have to wait here until she finishes her work. But she's taking so long. Can't we go somewhere else?
It's probably for the best. You're not safe out here. Wait here. I'll take care of it.
Yeah, wait. That's all I ever do around here. You have to let Askar know we're leaving too. Or we might get worried.
Jax, glad you're here. Kaya and the little one were worried.
How's my son?
Doing pretty well, considering recent events. But it's too much for a boy his age.
He shouldn't even be here.
Well, his mother wanted him with her. These last few days have been something else. Turbulent times we live in.
Kaya left you in charge of our child?
She did, and I consider it an honor. I know you're both busy, and I see no signs of that changing anytime soon.
I'm taking the boy to the Bastion. Kaya and I think it's the best thing for him, given the circumstances.
Won't hear me complaining. Means you're responsible for the boy from here on out. The Bastion is in the north, right? The ruins where that Dawkins fella lives?
Seems like everybody but me knows who the old man is and what he's up to.
Well, you've clearly been out of town for quite some time.
Clearly.
I'll head out to the Bastion right away then. Gotta get the place ready. I'll see you there. Watch.
Come with me. I'll get you out of here.
Really? I don't have to wait anymore?
I'll take you to the Bastion.
Oh, I've always wanted to go there. Askar says there's ghosts.
Really? That's what he tells you. We'll talk about this later.
Okay. I love ghosts.
Done.
Come on. You've got to go now.
Where have you been all this time?
I'm not sure I should tell you.
Oh, come on. I'll understand.
I was unconscious, so I couldn't come see you.
Unconscious? Really? Like when all the lights go out and everything?
That's right.
Wow. Why were you unconscious?
There were these, come on. We gotta keep moving. No, just can't do that yet. Free.
Really? I'm the son of the biggest daredevil in the world, and you don't want to worry me?
Yeah, well, the less you know.
Habituera pas mon fils dans ce pouce. On va l'amener au baston. Là, ben, il faut passer un peu à Joker. Au film d'horreur de Takashi Shimizu. Lui, 2021. Un très bon film que j'ai bien aimé. J'ai aimé les rages météores, ça vient de là aussi le nom. La rage météore, pas les rages météores. Allez.
Hey.
Good to see you, Jax. Have you thought about what you want to do next?
No. I'm still deciding what I'm going to do with you first, Dawkins.
Ah, so you know.
I don't want to talk about the past, but I just don't understand what you're doing. Why didn't you just tell me who you were from the start?
I thought it might be confusing, and I knew you had some personal business to deal with first. But now that you're done, we can finally start our work. The Skyans have a considerable head start, so we don't have much time.
How did you escape the hybrid's machine?
When you defeated that pathetic hybrid form, the logical part of the machine was destroyed. And that's when Dr. Adam Charles Dawkins started coming back. Eventually, I managed to open the capsule I was stuck in. But it was a few weeks before I could move properly or use my muscles again. Can't say I'm quite my old self yet. But at least I'm free of the machine's destructive thoughts. And that's good enough for now.
Skyans. Did you come up with the name?
The alien invaders gave it to themselves. I was able to intercept some of their transmissions, which is how I know they're getting ready for the next phase of their invasion.
You can understand them?
It's not difficult. I've spent many lifetimes in the pursuit of scientific knowledge. And the language of science and mathematical algorithms is universal. The Skyans are no exception.
You have a lot of explaining to do. You sent a signal into space when you were still the hybrid, and then this strange object appears in the sky. Just what the hell did you do?
You have to understand, although I still remember much of my time as the hybrid, many of the machine's thoughts and memories were wiped out. But it appears the hybrid opened a wormhole near Magellan not long before its encounter with you.
A what?
A wormhole. A phenomenon capable of bridging time and space. And clearly our unwanted visitors used it to get here.
Right. And I guess them attacking us now is just pure coincidence.
I understand why you're angry. I would be skeptical too, but I'm afraid that's all I can tell you. I ask myself these questions every damn day, believe me. But those memories are gone. The hybrid machine is a thing of the past, and there's nothing I can do about it. We have to look forward, try to figure it all out before the Skyans overwhelm us.
Why the hell should I get mixed up in any of this?
You have no other choice, Jax. You won't be able to get rid of that alien infection without my help. And besides, how long is it since you had a good dose of Elex or mana? You don't have enough strength or magic to fight, and the infection is only making it worse. I'm the only one who can save you. I know more about this kind of disease than anyone else.
So you're resorting to blackmail? I should just kill you right now.
That wouldn't be very wise. Let me start by explaining exactly what's happening to you. The Skyanids that bit you are highly enhanced with a purple substance not unlike our blue Elex. That's why I've taken to calling it Dark Elex. The whole thing is rather confusing, but both our blue Elex and this new purple stuff have a few things in common. They both come from a different world. And they can both cause terrible mutations while also unleashing incredible powers. But this Dark Elex is more like a disease. It's highly infectious, and once it finds a suitable host, it replicates at a rapid rate.
All right, if you know so much about these Skyans, tell me how to stop them.
They've come with a huge number of warriors and creatures to take over our planet. Harness it for their own use.
Why don't you tell me something I don't know?
Their formers are already operational. They're using them to pump Dark Elex into the ground. That makes the areas around these formers extremely dangerous. I wouldn't recommend approaching them without the best equipment possible, and a substantial military force.
Get to the point.
In the end, that's what it boils down to. Military force and equipment. We need strong allies who will support our cause. If we are to stand a chance against the overwhelming strength of the Skyans, the Sixth Power will have to become the greatest human military force in history.
That's the best you can come up with? Brute force and military power?
That's only the beginning. We have a lot of work ahead of us, Jax. First, the Bastion is going to need improvements if it's going to house a growing army. And we can't lose sight of the movements of enemy troops and their Skyanid creatures. If we see them making any significant advances anywhere, we'll have to intervene immediately. And of course, the first thing we need is a suitable faction we can form an alliance with.
Improvements for the Bastion? What kind of improvements exactly?
Well, the first thing we need to do is clear the surrounding area of anything dangerous. We can't take the next step with those things hounding us all the time.
Is that all?
You're the expert in killing things. I'm sure you can handle it.
Time to check our progress.
All right, what do we still need to do?
Well, the Bastion still isn't fortified well enough. First of all, we need to eliminate the beasts in the surrounding areas. I'll have to start thinking about who I want as comrades in arms. My son is still out there somewhere. And let's not forget, there's the small matter of my infection. That's for you to deal with.
Good. Then we know what needs to be done. And remember, the sooner you join a faction...
Yeah, I know. Things will be harder without the kind of training and equipment I can get from
Je vais rejoindre les morcons.
That's right.
Je suis pas très fort sur...
When are you going to do something about my infection?
I'm already working on it. The study of Dark Elex is at the top of my agenda. We still have time. I don't believe you're going to mutate into a Skyanid creature anytime soon. And you have a strong will. If Dark Elex works anything like the blue substance we know, you stand a good chance.
Don't fuck with me. I don't want this thing to kill me just because you want to play war.
Look, it's going to take time. I need peace and quiet to conduct my research. In the meantime, you need to prepare for the coming battles with the Skyans.
Why would any faction want to join forces with us?
The only way we can stop the Skyans' advance is with an iron will and an army of fearless warriors. But all these factions have been fighting each other as long as they can remember, so the only solution is a new central power. One that has complete autonomy and independence. As soon as the others see that humanity stands a chance against the invaders, they'll join us. It's up to you to recruit them and train them, and find your old strength. You're the only one who can pull them out of their apathy and fear. You must prepare them for the coming war. They'll be fighting to stop the total extinction of humanity. Be their hero, be their leader, their last hope of salvation. Beast of Zakor.
Don't call me that. It's ancient history. And it isn't true anymore.
And yet, people still talk about your fight with the hybrid. About what you did in the war against the Alps. You might be an outsider to them now, but they'll learn to trust you again.
You're a fucking hypocrite, you know that? Like you had nothing to do with the hybrid.
I'm weak and I'm burnt out. And the machine that controlled me back then doesn't exist anymore. It's your willpower that saved us all from the hybrid. And you still have it, just as strong as it ever was. So go out there, convince them to fight with us against the Skyans, and do it before it's too late.
Okay, let's say I start looking for an ally to join your sixth power.
There are so many feuds. All the factions in Magellan are at each other's throats. But the only way we can hope to defeat the Skyans is by building an army stronger than theirs. So speak to the leaders of each faction. Find out who would make the best and strongest ally. Join them, poach their warriors, or, I don't know, capture their commanding officers. I don't care how you do it. Just do whatever it takes to make the Bastion as powerful as it can be. And get moving. The enemy is practically on our doorstep.
About the military forces of the other factions. Kaya, the powerful berserker mage, is gathering her troops in the borderlands of Tavar, ready to protect the land from potential dangers.
The berserkers were never particularly adept at foreign policy. Okay. However, we still can't say which faction would be most effective as an ally. We need to get more information about the other factions.
That was fun. I wish we could spend more time together.
Well, you know, I have to...
Yeah, I know. You have lots to do. But still, it'd be really great if you came to visit sometime.
Stick with Asker. He'll look after you while I'm gone.
I'm gonna take a look around. Maybe I can find traces of the spirits Asker was talking about.
Just don't make me wait too long. The future of the world is at stake.
Road trip pour voyage.
Where was I? I'll see you there. Watch yourself out there.
Viens ici, toi. Oh, c'est fait. C'est pas une bonne idée à attaquer le rien.
No, just can't do that yet.
Là, ça va mettre un petit peu trop fort, je vais monter en haut à place.
Stop! You're standing in front of the holy grotto of Ravak, the god of oblivion. What's your business here?
I want to join you.
You do? This is all very strange.
And irrelevant. We don't need you.
Let him speak. Why should I believe you? Do you know what awaits you in here? No easy life. We're Morcons. Our life is hard. Work is our way.
Work and pain.
I'm not afraid of hard work.
Easy to say, harder to prove. Understand this. If you enter and we don't like what you do, you will not leave.
I'll take the risk.
Good. You may pass.
Do you really intend to let him pass? What is wrong with you?
That's not your decision to make.
Bring him to Khan. He should decide.
Good idea. You stay beside me, got it? Follow me. Okay, I don't think Marat can hear us anymore. Which means no more pointless bickering. I'm not taking you to Khan. I only said that to shut Marat up. I'm Dimitri, by the way. Now listen, if you really want to stay here, there's a few things you should know.
Such as?
Such as it's a fucking bad idea for you to run around on your own down here. If someone doesn't tell you the rules, then you will get in serious trouble. So that's what I'm gonna do. Khan can wait. Come on then. See that big passageway up ahead? One level below us? Behind it is Ravok's cathedral and the blood system. Only the higher-ups are allowed to pay homage there to Ravok and his eternal oblivion. You shouldn't even try to get to the cathedral. If you want in, you'll have to join us, or make one hell of an impression on Khan. Let's move on. Still lots to see. We're just about to enter the war district. That's where we poachers have our cages for bringing new recruits into Morcon society. You joined up voluntarily. Otherwise, you'd probably be in there with the prisoners. Besides the cages, there's also the arena. You can see that later. Watch out for the guards. Not all of them are happy to let you go from one district to another. So just watch yourself, okay?
You'd have put me in a cage if I hadn't come here voluntarily?
We need new blood, and you look like a good prospect. So yeah, that might have happened. I used to work at the cages myself, so come on, I'll show you where I used to work. As a non-Morcon, this must seem strange to you.
Yeah, a little.
If we lose a worker, then that endangers the balance. So we have to keep our numbers up to help us survive. We get these new recruits, teach them all about our way of life, and make them into new Morcons. It's a good life here in the grotto, better than anything outside. So our recruits are safer here, and soon forget about their old lives. But I've said too much.
What do you mean there's nothing?
I can't change that. You should know better than anyone that Ghosta puts a price on everything.
That's why I sent you.
He never makes exceptions, not even for me. You think he even cares if the prisoners live or die? Maybe he's right. Why should you care what happens to them?
Forgotten what's at stake, have you?
Then ask the distributor.
I did. No luck.
Then I can't help you either. Just keep my name out of this in the future.
You really abduct people and put them into cages?
It's not as bad as it sounds, honest. Lots of the people we bring here don't get that we're just trying to save them, but they all see the truth eventually. Trust me, it's kept us going for over 100 years. We survived the impact. We survived decades of isolation and wars. We'll survive whatever these strange towers mean. You'll see. The path of the Morcons is the only true path.
Can I fight in the arena too?
Even though you're not a Morcon, you mean? It's very unusual, but the arena master is just over there. We can go ask him. Even if they say yes, do me a favor and don't do it now. We haven't got the time. If you get killed in the arena, I'll have to explain it to Khan somehow. I'll wait here for you.
I don't think you fought in the arena yet.
It's true. Did you want to talk to the arena master? His name is Attila. He must be around here somewhere. Or have you changed your mind?
Yeah, but are you ready?
I have Zarina's blessing, and Ravok is on my side.
Huh. And you think...
J'ai lu au moins.
Look at this. I don't believe it. An outsider in our grotto? I don't know about that. It's true, is it not? The world out there really has lost its reason. I bet you've come a long way.
What are you doing here?
It's my job to test anyone who wants to leave the grotto.
Test?
Most of them have never been to the surface, not like you have. Gotta make sure they're ready for the dangers out there. That's what the arena's for.
And they fight there against your prisoners?
What? No. The prisoners are all to be new followers of Ravok. We use creatures in the arena. Anyone who beats them gets to leave the grotto.
And if they fail?
Then they stay here, where it's safer for them. That's assuming the creatures don't kill them, of course. Which is what happens most of the time. So what are you doing here?
Dmitri told me about the arena.
He should be keeping watch, not telling damn stories. It's me who decides who fights in the arena. You don't need your skills tested, though. You came from outside. You already know the dangers. So, why should I let you fight?
I'm interested in the challenge. Count me in.
A matter of honor? Good to see you youngsters carrying the torch. Bad news, though. We've got no fights on right now. Not enough creatures. Venya's people usually catch the beasts. But they must be having problems since they haven't brought us any new ones. Come back later if you want to know more. Dmitri must be waiting for you. And I hate to leave the gate unguarded. May Ravok be with you.
J'ai Ravok aussi. Qui veille sur toi, mon cher c'est quoi ton nom, Dieu? Atia. Il y en a bien des rats qui se promènent ici.
I'll wipe the floor with those animals.
There you are. Can we move on?
Let's move on.
Sure thing. Finally, we get to the heart of the grotto. The residential district is a holy place for many of us. A place of tranquility, contemplation, and drinking. We don't relax often, but when we do, it's in the cellar with Ghosta.
You, come here and state your purpose.
Who's asking?
Arrogant wretch. Who do you think you are? I know you don't belong here. I can smell an outsider from 3 tunnels away. Tell me, what is the general situation beyond the grotto's gates?
Magellan's under assault from an advanced alien race.
Yes, we've seen the Dark Towers. The intruders will be dealt with when the time comes. You're Jax, right? The outsider I've heard so much about. The former Out Commander who ended the war between the Free People and the Elves.
quite a reputation there.
Knowing all that, I'm surprised you'll even tolerate me being here.
Well, you're not the powerful leader of the free people you once were. Your word carries little weight now. But perhaps there's still a use for you. I didn't get this far by discarding all but the most effective tools. I see immense destructive potential in you, just waiting to be unleashed. Maybe you can give me a glimpse of what you're truly capable of.
You're a Morcon patriarch?
Victor is the only name I go by. Grandiose titles are like bad prostitutes. Use them once, and you're stuck with something unpleasant for life. This world is a festering cesspit. We weren't put here to make a mark in the filth. Our role is only to ensure that the eternal silence returns. Never forget that.
Did you know some Morcons slaughtered the Berserkers at the World Heart to the west?
Oh, did they now? I assume that's Dragon and his band of infidels. Forget him. He's an unbeliever who puts material wealth above all else. The worthless scum that follow him only do so as long as they're paid. One day he'll wake up with a knife in his back. And no one here will be surprised or particularly bothered. I strongly suggest you adopt the same attitude towards him.
You're preparing for a large-scale conflict, right?
We have a sacred mission to fulfill. All our efforts must be focused on improving our military capabilities. We have no place for those too weak, too indecisive to embrace our vision. The Tormentors will see to that.
What does this sacred mission entail?
Alb and outlaw scum to the north, berserkers and clerics to the west. All festering sores on our world, pestilent growths that plague our existence. Plagues must be eradicated. They must not be allowed to spread. That is Ravok's will, and so it is our responsibility to see it enacted.
You're talking about open warfare.
Of course. All we need is improved military strength. We will achieve our goal. Failing Ravok is not an option. At this time, a large-scale offensive would be unwise. But if we're patient, the newcomers to the Battle of Magalan will do their part. Let the foreign interlopers run riot for now, and we will deal with whatever is left.
How will you deal with the aliens?
The Dark Towers that descended upon Caracas are a sign. The time of deliverance is close at hand. Ravok will guide us. Patience is our most powerful weapon. Soon the heretics will atone for their sins. And don't forget, in the beginning there was darkness, oblivion, balance. We came from nothing, and so we must return to nothing. This we do in Ravok's name. Now leave me. I have business to attend to.
Keep up the pace.
Non, il y a dommage des rats dans le jeu. Parce que t'es pas obligé de peser comme ça pour sprinter.
Besides the residential district, there's also the quartermaster's district and trader's district. Who knows how Khan will react to you? Take this opportunity to buy a few things. You might not get another chance. I suggest you talk to Tengus. He might allow you to trade here. Then your journey won't have been for nothing.
You really all live down here?
You get used to it, and it's safe. But watch out for the tunnels at the back. They're old and in danger of collapsing.
I wouldn't have thought you'd have a bar here.
You mean the cellar? Yeah, as long as the goddamn resistors don't try to get it closed down. It's a good place, and its owner, Ghosta, is a useful man to know.
So where's your quartermasters?
Are you blind? Just over there. Come with me. Talk to Tengus. He decides who can and can't trade here.
Non, je vais aller voir les attendants.
Each man gets
Ça c'est
one
mon
ration a
con.
day. But Master Tengus, that's just not enough.
I can't right now.
Perhaps you'd rather eat nothing at all.
May Ravok be with you. Interested in any of my gear?
Sure.
I'll need to see your permit.
Well,
No permit. Just as I thought. Come back when Tengus has given you one.
C'est qui ce type?
Question me again.
Oh.
Yes. Praise be to Ravok.
May Oblivion find you, stranger. I see you've traveled a great distance to be here. What do you want? My approval?
I don't even know who you are.
I am Tengus. You won't get anything here without my say-so. Not a job, not a crumb of bread.
No exceptions?
You're an uninvited guest in our home. You'll have to give me a reason to help you.
Maybe there's something I can do for you.
You do something for me? I am the Master of Steel. Whatever I want, I have made. And anything I lose, I can have found.
Guess I better be going then.
Wait. Are you a man of war?
Of course.
I thought so. Now listen. Until you've been given permission to stay, you will not be allowed to trade, and you will not waste any more of my time. We'll see if circumstances change. Now leave.
Messieurs, ton conseil. Taggi, je sais même pas comment dire ton nom.
How did things go with Tengus? Did you get your trading permit?
Nope, not yet.
Thought not. If everything goes well with Khan, you'll have enough time later to convince him.
Let's keep moving.
Don't worry. I'll convince Khan to let you stay. Let's go and see him then. Stay close to me. One more thing you need to know. You don't speak unless Khan speaks to you. Understand?
You got it.
What are you doing here, Dimitri? You'd better have a good reason for leaving your post.
I need to talk to Khan.
But the Great Khan doesn't want to talk to you.
This stranger is asking for refuge. Murat and I both think he'd make a good Morcon. We've lost a lot of people recently. We need good new replacements.
And he came here voluntarily, you say?
Yes.
That's unusual. Khan will consider your request. The stranger can stay here until Khan has made his decision. He should return tomorrow and await Khan's judgment.
You get all that?
Yeah. Why didn't he tell me that himself?
It's the rules. As a Morcon, I'm superior to you, and also responsible for you. It's a privilege to speak with the voice of Khan, and an even bigger one when Khan addresses you personally. So, you heard him. Any more questions?
Why doesn't Khan speak himself?
Khan is a resistor, and he takes his devotion to oblivion, to the void. I guess you'd say nothingness? Very seriously. He holds his tongue as a sign of his absolute devotion to the silence of Ravak.
Sounds a little over the top.
You think that's over the top? There have been followers of Ravak who have taken their own lives to be one with the void. To die is to rejoin the purity of the oblivion.
Idiots.
You'll understand once you've accepted the teachings of Ravak. Just realize that no one is expected to devote themselves to Ravak as much as Khan does. All that is expected of an ordinary Morcon is that they honor the balance. Speaking little or seeking the peace of death is honorable, but we're still people with free will. But if you want people here to respect you, you have to prove you also champion the will of Ravak. Oh, and don't forget to check in with Khan once in a while. If you really can't wait, you can pass the time in the cellar. Or just sleep.
I'm busy already.
Good. Then I can leave you alone with a clear conscience. Marat's probably complaining already. I better get back. You'll find me at the gate if you need me. See ya.
Hey, you.
Fuck you. I don't talk to outsiders.
Okay.
You must be the outsider Dmitri spoke of.
Look,
Enough! I don't want to hear from you. The Great Khan will decide your future. Once it is decided, I will find you and deliver his verdict. Until then, you may stay here.
Has Khan reached a verdict yet?
Impatience achieves nothing, outsider. Khan has not yet decided.
Comment prendre son temps ici dans le jeu? Ouais. Peut-être à s'asseoir? Non. Je sais pas pourquoi il y a une lumière, mais enfin bref. Bon, moi, je vais finir la diffusion là. Je sais pas comment... là, on va se voir pour le 18 sur le remake au nouveau Final Fantasy Stranger of Paradise. Et moi, je vous dis bonne fin après-midi. Et bonne soirée pour ceux qui sont pas à la même heure qu'au Québec. Et moi, je vous dis de pas oublier de vous abonner. On peut pas liker la vidéo ou la diffusion, les deux. N'oubliez pas de donner des commentaires. Et je suis désolé pour la première vidéo du jeu, était buggée. Donc il n'y avait plus de voix sur Adam. Donc fallait que je réquitte le jeu. Puis là tu comprends, bref. C'est pour ça que j'ai écrit je reprends le jeu. Elex plutôt. Moi je vous dis la prochaine. Pour le vendredi. Et moi je vous dis bonne journée. Non, pas Elex.